What's up, you tubulous EXO, coming at you today with an exclusive sit-down with one of our very own, Mr. Bruce the Moose Man Weatherington. Come on over here, man. Take a seat. We're really glad to have you.
I'm glad to be here too, man. But did you just call me Moose Man?
Yeah, I just thought I'd spice things up a little bit.
Well, don't.
You got it, Juice Man.
Did you just call me Juice Man?
No.
What the?
Alright, so we have you here today to help us plan out a bass system in our cars. What would you say is the best way to go about starting all that?
Well, to start out, I think there's three main questions every person should ask themselves before beginning a build. Number one, what do you want out of it? What do you want it to achieve? Everybody is different. Some people like a lot of bass, some people like a little bit of bass. So you need to figure out where you fit and then answer yourself the number two question. How much room do I have? Everything is limited to space and what will actually fit into your car. So knowing your maximum dimensions will definitely prepare you for your design. And of course, number three, how much money do I have to spend? They make products for every budget, so choose according to price and preference. You can have all the money in the world to buy the biggest and baddest gear, but if it won't fit, it won't fit. So that's why these three questions are very important.
Alright, I'd say that's a great place to start, and now would be the time where we can actually pick out our gear, correct?
That's right, now we get to choose the equipment, probably the most fun part of the build, planning everything out.
I have to agree with you on that one. How about you start us off with what you believe is the most important part of the install?
Well, without a doubt, the most important part of a daily setup is the alternator. We're going to need to have enough juice to supply the current to all our aftermarket accessories and amplifiers. That way we don't have any crazy voltage drop. So we went over there to Mechman.com, snagged up the biggest drop-in replacement we can find, which was the 370 Elite series. We're going to chuck that right in. No mods, no fuss, and it should do us awesome.
Very interesting. I'd say that gets overlooked a lot of the time. So what do you say is our next step? Can we get our woofers yet?
Yeah, well, we sure can, but what we need to remember is that our subs are only as strong as our amps. So picking the correct amp for our subs is key. All we're going to need to do is match our final ohm load at the speaker, or subwoofer in this case, to the lowest stable ohm load of our amplifier. That way we'll get ultimate power and maximum output. For this build, we chose to head over to dropandhertzcaraudio.com for two more VCW12s from NVX. We already had two dual 2-ohm woofers, so we had to stick with our dual 2 ohm.
Yeah, and about that, what amps did you decide to go with?
Well, there's the kicker, really. Well, not kicker. We're using two NVX XBLD 3Ks. It's going to be crazy, awesome quality amps, Korean boards, and they will suit our purposes just fine. I can't wait to wire them all up.
Man, it sounds like this thing is going to be sweet. Do you have anything planned out for batteries or anything like that?
Well, for right now, I think we're just going to stick with a single drop-in replacement from SS Power, and who knows, we might even add some more power up back.
Well, it sounds like you got most of the gear all planned out. You want to bring us through a little bit of what you have planned for the enclosure design?
Oh yeah, sure, that's easy enough since we were kind of limited on options. We needed to keep the two seats in the back open so we could still tote around the little guys, so we decided to go with a center slot port, and also we had a lot of room to work with, so we bumped up the ratio of our 4th order bandpass to a 3-to-1. Wanted to keep the woofers on the inside of the enclosure because we're mounting everything in the back. Gonna be weatherizing the bitch, but we want to make sure everything's nice and safe. So with those three things in mind, and the fact we did have a lot of space, that's what the design worked out to be. And I'm really looking forward to doing this. You know, planning is everything.
Well, there you have it, folks. Planning is everything. I really appreciate you being a part of the show, and I can't wait to see what you do with the build.
No, thank you for having me, and I'm looking forward to making some more videos on the build. Stay tuned, guys.